Ain't no nigga you fucking with me. What's up, world? Y'all all right? See, Prop just off the press, man. Stayed up late last night, man. I got me some rest on the strong end. We ain't fucking with no weekends no more. We don't even live that shit no more. It's the strong end, man. Ain't no weekend, man. Stop saying that shit. Strong end. Strong end. Prophet, hope you in good spirits, man. I hope you woke up with good spirits. Some people didn't. Just gotta remember to send them healing energies. Sorry about that. We just gotta remember to hold space in our heart that individuals can get better. Like you gotta always believe that within yourself. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it's about. Just always understand that within your heart, because it truly is not one place that an individual can go that he can't come back from. Every individual could come back from. Don't matter how far you think you went. Don't matter how far you think you went. Hey, look. Source say you live here. Whether you be home or not. You see, some of us we just leave home and we don't come back. But since I've been back, yeah, that's a real thing, man. I don't know what we be thinking about. You know, it's like we really get out there and we really think we be that far. Like literally that far away from God, man. It just ain't the case. I ain't washed my face yet, man. That's how much I like doing this shit, man. As soon as I open my eyes, man, it's spirit, bro. It's spirit. I don't want to do nothing else. Prophet sending you blessings, guidance and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding. Each individual out there. No exception. I want to talk to you for a second about your ancestors and angels and you yourself. This is without a dollar being involved. All right. You everything. You everything. You what was needed. And you the one showing that. It's a certain remembrance. And listen to what I'm about to say. There's a certain remembrance that even allows us to come into remembrance. What that mean when you remember that you was great? Does it mean you was great? Definitely, probably. That's the point. You haven't really entered it. You haven't really come into remembrance yet, but you about to. Every individual's about to. It's time. But you here specifically. You here specifically as worse, as bad, as low down, as within lack an individual would think that their life has been through the experiences of this lifetime. Specifically here for a reason. Now my next question is this, and everybody gonna say, yeah, don't you have that fucking swag? Spirit told me I could say it just like that. Don't you have that fucking swag? We changing. We changing this planet. That's why you're here. Because you just got this certain way. I can't even explain it. You have this way about yourself. You back listening to a video. So better, in remembrance, headed towards your new reality. It's all in there, whether you realize it yet or not. Just the mere fact of you listening. Prophet know you in the timeline for that plan, for that possibility for yourself. You had to come bring some kids into this world. See the kids that you have. Spirit. Spirit say. And some of y'all probably saying, shit, them little badasses. But that's what they supposed to be. They going through phases. They learning. They don't think like you think. That's why y'all bump heads. That's why you don't understand them. Because they don't think like our generation. Make no mistake. That's the next phase of spiritualists. That's the next phase, and they gonna be stronger in it than we are. Definitely. See, they rebellious. They rebellious. They don't like the way we do shit. Some of them don't even see the reason why we do the things we do, why we do it that way. Some of them is just so beyond this reality. They truly understand it. At that small age, it doesn't even matter. Truly go against it. That's why they rebel. It's not that they some badass kids. It's the way we've been doing shit. We changing that shit. So for you to not understand them being rebellious, it's kind of silly, you know. They just see the shit that you seeing already. You seeing now. They know it already. And every generation that comes after this, that's how it's gonna be. We getting wiser and wiser. That's just what it is. We getting wiser and wiser. So you had to come here. You say you was gonna bring some kids here. See these kids? They have reason and purpose already. They got it before they come here. But if they here, they have reason and they have purpose. Is it something for you to watch every day? And no, because they have that blood running through their body, and so does every other individual. And we have these thoughts, so they're gonna make their way to where they need to make their way to. If you understand, then you should know they got to go through a couple things. This is a heads up for you to start respecting them a little more, for you to start loving on them a little more, for you to start watching their back just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Don't put them off. They need to feel that sense of belonging. They need to feel a sense of belonging. They come into themselves faster. They come into themselves faster like that. But I want to talk about you. I want to talk about all of the things that you knew you would overcome this lifetime. Once we made it to this point we at, and we here, and you've made it through all of that, through those crying days, through them days where you was just stuck in just one thought all day long, to them days of feeling like, how could the people that love me don't even understand me? Those days of you knowing, I wouldn't treat people the way they treat me. I couldn't do that to somebody. Living with that sense of what? Not belonging. Not belonging. That's why them kids need just a little bit more from you. That's all. Plain and simple. A bird come sit on the line. So, your ancestors, you have all of them in you, running through you. Some of y'all, I'm not gonna say, I can't, give me a second. Some of y'all grandparents, they all gone. All of them gone, both sides of the family. Some of y'all still have one side of the family. His grandparents still here. You know, and from right there I could say, and it's just kind of mixed up, but grandparents ain't gone and they never can leave, because y'all yourselves are grandparents now. It's a reason for that. We always gotta have that on the planet. We always gonna have grandparents on the planet. See, that is the ancestors. That is the way shows. That is the trickle it down. That is who that is. Every last one of y'all. We all have specific reasons. If some people come to the planet to do things that other individuals didn't. I know me, I come to do something never been done on the planet before. I'm the first mold like this. I know that, I understand that, so it makes it so clear to me. And I can see that. It's never been done on the planet, what I'm bringing. But it's time for it to come. Individuals been wanting it, but we just haven't gotten them ourselves around to it yet. But we need not look at each other like it's a difference. We need not look at each other like love not real when somebody having it. We need not even try to begin to allow ourselves to understand that God ain't real, that God don't work. See, God, he has to be a part of you. Whether you want to or not, that's why the most rottenest person, the most evilest person, however you want to phrase that, you can think about, still has God in them. They God, and they still have every angel with them when they leave. Every single one. And that's the love. That's the unconditional love. And that person can go and kill 30 people every day, every single day. And so it's not gonna ever look at him different. Not one time. Not one time. He not a murderer. Like, he not a murderer. That's not how Source look at it. Source looks at it like we supposed to look at each other down here. We have problems. We have problems we need to work through. We need to understand. But the human perspective, it leads you to self-destruct. That human nature of individuals leads you to self-destruct. That's why we're changing human nature through this consciousness. That's why every generation is getting smarter and smarter. That's why it only gets better from here. Okay? And this is law. I don't care who told you nothing. I don't care who on this planet told you anything about it's getting bad. It's just not so. It's just a lie. Why would you be in a shift coming into a new understanding about yourself and everything else for shit to fuck up? It only gets better. And I'm saying that to say, I said it like that to say, because individuals need to start understanding what they mind telling them. You know, because there's a lot of times your mind tell you something, but you just still go ahead with what people going with. And that's not what you meant to do, especially right now. Especially right now, because this is the time where individuals can see. If they don't remember, they still can see. So when you present yourself in a certain way, hey, look, that's not right. That's not right. This is what's up. And that individual can truly see it. You don't know what it does for them. It changes their reality for them. Same as yours has changed. You know, and if we start thinking about each other like that, man, we would be a whole lot better off. But they fuck everybody head up, man. When they told you first place and second place and third place and fourth place, they fucked everybody head up, man. Because everybody want to be first place. And all everybody need to understand is, shit, I'm in a race. Because it just got so many places, huh? And then the rest supposedly not in the race, huh? Yeah. So if you can make it in there, why would you cry? Why would you cry? We just got to become wiser. I know the way I think is just people don't think like me, you know, and I wrestle with that because I want myself. I always want to make people feel good. I don't want people to feel less than themselves. And I always struggle with that, like my whole life, you know, like humbling myself, you know, so I don't stand out or stick out or what, you know, but that's just not what I was meant to do. I wasn't meant to do that. I come to bring information and understanding the individuals, you know, and I still don't. If I have a inkling that when I see you, that you the type of individual that's gonna be insecure, I shift myself. It's like I shift myself, you know. And I don't think that's a bad trait. I think that's a trait that doesn't allow me to walk within my ego. But I'm different. Like I'm different, and I understand that. Like I'm different, and I get that too clearly, bro. And I bet you a lot of y'all out there, y'all feel the exact same way. That's because you're supposed to be showing the way. You're supposed to be showing the way. But what we do is we shift ourselves to fit in, and we're not meant to fit in. We meant to make a new road. See, that's clear to me now, that I'm here to make a new road. I'm here to make a new way. I'm here to lift people back up. I'm here to bring God back in style. I'm here for individuals to understand that things just not like you thought it was when it comes to your creator. Because far as God is concerned with anybody, God can't be to the party. If they got alcohol there, God cannot be over there. What they doing? They smoking that weed? God not over there. And we as human beings, bro, look, we eat that shit up so much and put it in our patterns of thinking to why everybody messed up. Individuals really don't know where God at and where he gonna be. Individuals really on that level now. Not prophet. Prophet know God is in every individual. Prophet know God is everywhere. God in the murderer. Like, what is we talking about? Like, it's time to wake up and stop acting silly. That's what we do, though. We be on these little small ass kitty perceptions that doesn't make sense. We just run with it because it's a pile of people that agrees with it. Don't you know you can have a pile of people that's wrong? Yes, you can. Shit. We ain't on that shit like that because it keeps a lot of individuals from finding God. When you trying to stereotype God. That shit is crazy. God everything. He everywhere. It ain't a place you gonna go, he not there. When some bad ass shit happen, the most wickedest shit happen, who saved them people life? Like, where he supposed to be? Like, he go get the ratchets. That's what he want. Like, what we talking about? You know, like, and that's what we do. And we take ourselves away from ourselves. It's like you never can get to God because you put so many blocks up about what you think God is. And every last one of them is a human perspective, and you don't think nowhere near past multidimensional like God does. You just don't. Nobody do. And it's so important that if you one of them individuals that thinks different and understands better, that you start showing individuals better, man. Like, this shit is vital to us, man. It's vital to us. I call this the smartest time of your life. Like, that's how I feel. Because it's like, if you had a hard problem learning before, you not now. Because this shit, it's just your DNA is unlocking. Like, everything going in sync. You gonna know what you need to know. You can't go back and forget shit like you used to forget all this. There's none of that shit no more. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Now, how many minutes? 23. If it cut off, I'm gonna come back. I got something to do, but I'm gonna come back. Your ancestors, let me explain something to you. Your ancestors, every last one of them walked on this planet. Every one of your ancestors, and believe me, you have so many that you don't have a clue about. You have no inkling about. Some of y'all friends, and y'all don't even understand y'all have the same ancestors way down the line. Y'all don't even get that. Because everything has to be connected one way or the other. This is a oneness. Everything has to be connected one way or the other. You know, but every last one of your ancestors walked this earth. Okay? Walk this earth, literally running through your veins, all right? Along with a couple of other things. Angels, every angel hasn't walked on this earth. I'm going to repeat myself. Every single one of your ancestors has walked this planet. Every angel hasn't walked this earth, hasn't came to this planet, doesn't come in the flesh. So if you ever needed to know the difference between that, that's the difference. Some of us do. A lot of your guidance, a lot of your ancestors, I would say it like this. Your ancestors is your perception. It's more of your perception than anything. I would say it like that. It's more of your perception. You have a bunch of information that you process in the blink of an eye to make decisions. It's so many factors that you weigh up in that right quick. That's how supreme you are. That's that supremeness to you that you don't get yet. You know, and when you sitting on the fence and you unsure about things, or you think you know you're unsure, and that's because you going through these lessons with your ancestors, with the ones that came before you. All angels hasn't walked on this planet. All angels guide you. Definitely guide you. Definitely give you thoughts. Definitely be here. Definitely be here. But you can't see them. You'll never see them. And I'm not going to say never like that, but they don't walk in the flesh. They don't walk in the flesh. Thank you, source. But every one of your ancestors has. So that view that you have when you got your feet on the ground, that comes through your ancestors. That comes through your blood. That comes through your chemicals within. That comes through a lot of things. A lot of things. You got blood running through you, but like it's a complicated thing. That blood that's inside of you don't come from this planet. It don't come from this planet. That DNA that you have doesn't come from this planet. Some of it does. But you have cosmic royalty, cosmic lineage. You have multidimensional things within your veins. That's what even allows you to be able to tap into multidimensional things. Think about it like that. It's plain and simple. How can you tap into somewhere else if you don't have that, if it's not a part of you? I can't pick the phone up and dial 1268 if the phone don't have a number 1 on it. There's no way I can do that. You understand that? Because it's time that you know yourself. Your ancestors walked this planet. That's your perception. That is your perception. It doesn't matter if you think you're wrestling and all that. You will wrestle. You will wrestle because they made certain decisions that you come to change. They made certain decisions that you came to put back in place because you've got off track with that. It's a number of things. You're going to wrestle with yourself. I can guarantee you will. But that's where Source come in at. That's where Source come in at. Source gives you the guidance to correct these things, to make you that best version of yourself, your higher self. Because I hear people say all this about the ancestors, and you know, and some people don't even get it. They don't get it. They just think your ancestors came before you and you just trying to change stuff and you know their life, and that shit is not like that. That shit is not like that. You literally are your ancestors. My grandfather, he just passed away not too long ago. He was 92 years old. 92, 93, 92. That blood running through my veins. Through my veins. Lessons that he couldn't complete, make it to. Snapped out of it consciously, running through my veins. And a lot of other individuals in my family. Think about it like this. Whenever you got a team, but when you get to the game, coach got somebody he putting on the court. Ain't nobody just run on the court and say, I'm going to play. Coach know who he putting in the game. Coach know when to blow the whistle and switch it and all of that. You have to look at that just like that. Just like that. Because Source and your ancestors It's what puts all that in place. You do too, but you don't remember that yet. You can't remember you planned your whole life, you know. You don't remember that you and the person you actually don't get along with actually friends. And that's the challenge on this planet, to see if y'all can get through that. But when you're going to expire and y'all going to leave from here, you can laugh at it. Y'all be able to laugh at it. Damn, man, we couldn't get it. And you coming right back again and try it again. That's how much you love this planet without knowing. You coming right back and do it again. Because you know y'all can do this. We could do this. We just have to raise ourselves to the elevation of understanding we beyond this. And we connected to something way beyond this. And then you trust in that, and your